It is time now for our Ask the Chief segment, where we sit down with Knoxville Police Chief Paul Noel to talk about what's going on in the city and with the department. Chief, thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
So first, let's talk about, everybody wants to know about crime. We've talked about recently a few incidents that have happened in the Fort Sanders area. We know people hang out near the campus area on game days a lot. Students are there. People are concerned if there's ever crime happening there.
Sure. So over the weekend, we had a series of three attempted robberies and one successfully completed robbery. Our police officers responded really quickly, and we were able to apprehend 2 individuals, recover some firearms, and just another example of a great job at the Knoxville Police Department. Really quick response, and we're happy to get those individuals in custody.
And do you make sure that you have officers sort of in that area constantly to be prepared for something like this?
Oh, absolutely. So we have a strong presence on game day. On the weekends, we work really closely with the University of Tennessee Police. They have patrols in Fort Sanders, and when those robbery calls came out, we had officers right in the area, and that really helped us catch those individuals so fast.
And everyone was okay who was involved with that?
Absolutely. No one was hurt.
And then there was another case recently that was kind of interesting, took some twists and turns. It involved someone who was being sought out of Alabama, I think also out of Georgia. Tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. So we got a call from law enforcement in Alabama, and they were working a shooting investigation that occurred. It turns out that this individual that was wanted in the shooting was staying in an Airbnb out in West Knoxville. So our detectives and our officers were actually able to locate the individual in a car, and we were able to seize several firearms, some cocaine. We were able to get those individuals into custody and ultimately help get them back to Alabama so they could face justice for the shooting that they were involved in.
And I'm always curious, does something like that happen not often or often, where you are in contact with other departments and trying to help with investigations like that?
It happens more often than you think. You know, with the interstate system running through Knoxville here, we get a lot of people coming down from Michigan. We haven't had a lot coming from Alabama. We do get a lot of people coming from some of the northern states coming through here, sometimes trying to buy weapons legally and illegally and bring them back. So we have a strong record of working with law enforcement agencies from outside the area.
Let's turn, believe it or not, to the holidays, which will be here before you know it. I know it's weird to talk about it on a record high heat day, but people are going to be out and about. They're going to be shopping. They're trying to buy those holiday gifts. Some reminders that we always try for people ahead of the holidays, what are those? Sure.
So, there's going to be a lot of people out, already shopping. So the first thing when you're driving to and from your location is slow down and be aware of pedestrians walking around, especially if you're going to the mall or some of these other areas. But also lock your car. And if you do have belongings, stuff that you've bought, please keep them out of sight. Either put them in a trunk, or if you have a hatchback or an SUV, try to keep those belongings out of sight, because they do have people that are riding around looking for these items to take. And the last thing with packages, if you get packages delivered, try to time the package delivery. If you're going to be at home, if you're going to be at work for a long time, try to get those packages delivered to work, because sometimes people do ride around trying to steal those packages.
Always something happening. Thanks so much, Chief. We appreciate you checking in with us.
Thank you.